I will. Okay. Let me see if this is working now. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is the best quality for this live stream. Yeah. So, yeah. Best quality. I don't know. We'll wait maybe 5 minutes and I will, hi, I'm going to link the link to tabs right now. So these, I'm going to post it right now. This is the link to the tabs. So you guys can download that now. Just warn you, it's only the first part of the tabs. It's not all of it. It's just the part that I'll be teaching you today. Okay? So that is the link to the tabs. You can click on it and you can download the tabs for this part of the Fake Love tutorial now. And then you can follow through while I teach you how to play it, okay? Hi. I'm gonna wait maybe 5 more minutes and then we will get started. So, yeah. So that is the link to the tabs. Yeah. Okay. This is the link to the tabs. So I won't be answering any questions, and I won't be answering any questions about myself. I will be mainly answering questions about the tutorial today. Okay. Ooh, okay. So okay, I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes, and hopefully you guys are ready. Yeah, to learn this. But yeah, I'll just wait a couple more seconds for people to download the tabs. There shouldn't be any problems with it, but there might be because it's a Dropbox link, so it's not necessarily great. But yeah. Okay. So hopefully you guys are downloading the tabs now. And I'll just wait a couple more minutes so people can download tabs and stuff. And then I'll get right into it. So if you're having any problems downloading it, I think you can say it now and I'll try and fix it. But yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I'll just wait a couple more minutes, like one more minute, and then we will get this show on the road. Yeah, I'll only be teaching part of it today because I think it will be a little bit long if I teach all of it. So I'll just teach part of it today, and then you guys can practice that, and then go on with the rest of it. I don't get why the quality is so bad of this video. I'm sorry, the quality is kind of bad, but it's all I got for now. So, okay. We shall start it now. We shall start. So, the first part of, if you look on the tabs, the first thing I'm going to go through is the chords. So firstly, you put your capo on the 5th fret. So if you look here, this is the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. So we will put the capo on the 5th fret, right? And then we have only 3 chords. So we have an F chord, which looks like that, a G chord, and a A minor. And the F chord and the G chord are F chord, G chord are played for only 1 bar, and the A minor, I think it's called A minor chord, is only played for 2 bars in this little thing. But you don't really have to know the chords; you have to know the bass notes. So the second thing I'll be telling you is that the bass notes for these chords. So when you look at the F chord, the bass note is the 1st fret of the low E string in relation to the capo. So it's this one. So if I put this like this, it's this one. That one is important because you have it throughout the tabs, okay? And then the next one is the G, which is for the G chord, and it's this one. So it's on the 3rd fret of the low E string. And then you have the bass note of the A minor, which is just an open A string in relation to the capo. Okay, so those are the bass notes. They're the only bass notes you're gonna really need to play. So it's just this one, and this one. So if you look at the tabs, there is the beginning bit starts with an A minor chord, but you don't need the A minor because there's only 3 notes. So the 3 notes is this one. So what the shape I do is just I put my middle finger on the 2nd fret on this string, the 3rd string from the bottom, which is the G string. So we'll make this sound. Yeah. So what you do is you just go. So you just go 1. Like that. And if you play it faster, it's just like that. And then you will do, so you have that. And then you put your index finger on this top bass note, which is the 1st fret on the D string, and then your 2nd finger on the 1st note on this B string. So you go. So you basically hammer on and pull off. So you just go like that. So, or you can just pluck it and go. Other way is okay. So it's like that. So if you play the first 2 bars together, it's just like that. So then we move on to the next bar, and you use the bass note of the G, which is this one, and it's just open string on the B. So you just go, and then on the last note you put your index finger here, like that. So it's like that. So, and then you move on to the next bar, the 4th bar, and you use this bass note, and when you use this bass note, it's the A minor one, so this A, and you just put your index finger here on the 2nd fret of the 3rd bottom string, the G string, and then you pluck this one, and the 2nd one from the bottom at the same time. So, and then like that. So if we play the first 4 bars, it's just like that. So they're the first 4 bars. So after you hit that note, you have an extended note, like Yeah, and then you start it again from the beginning. So it's basically the same thing. So you go after the, and then you start from the beginning again, which is like that. So those are the first like 8 bars of that song. Hopefully it was okay. What happens, okay, here's a question. What happens if you don't put anything on the capo? You can still play it without it. You can just go, it should sound lower. It'll just be lower. It'll just be like, it's just lower like that. But if you want it to sound on key, then you just put the capo on it. So yeah, it doesn't really make a difference really. So it should be okay. So yeah, you can play it without the capo. It's completely fine. Okay, so moving on. So I'll play. So let's just go through the first 8 bars again. So basically, it's the first 4 bars, and it's the first 4 bars, and it's repeated. So it's basically, so this finger, second finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, and then you can put it on later. So it's. So yeah, that's the first 8 bars of it, which is pretty easy, right? So yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next 8 bars. After the, you go this one again, so second fret on the G string. But instead of an open B string, you put your finger on the B string. So it's like that. So then you go, and then you put your finger here and this one here. And then you go. Okay, so that was kind of hard. Wait, I'll explain that better. So you go like, I think it's best to put this one here actually. So you put your 3rd finger on this and your 2nd finger here, and that one there later. So you go. I think it's better if you hammer on for this part because it flows better. So you go. So it's like that. So it's like that. And then you put your, I would recommend putting, you could put this finger or this finger, but I'll put the 3rd finger for now. Then you put your 3rd finger on the G, so the 3rd fret on the E string, and then you put your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So it's like that. And then you put your 1st finger on the 1st fret on the B string. So it's like that. So you pluck at the same time. And then you pluck it again. But when you pluck it first time, you have these 2 on. So this one and this one on. And then you take it off and then you put this one on. So it's like that. So I'll just go through the 10th bar and the 11th bar again because they're a little bit harder. So it's basically like that. And then you go do this thing again. Like that. And then you basically do the same thing, but instead of using this as a bass note, you use the open A as a bass note. So it's so when you go from here, it's like So the 10th bar and the 12th bar are exactly the same, except the bass note is different. Instead of this one, you have the open A as well. Okay, I'll just quickly look at some questions. Oh yeah, are you going to do a cover? I am going to do a cover of this, and when I do my cover of this, there will be the full tabs. So yeah, they'll definitely be okay. So after this bit, then you just go this one. So basically the second fret of the G string twice, and then open B string, and then you just do this thing again from that was at the beginning. Like that. So basically most of it is the same. So you do the first 8 bars, which are a repeat of each other, and then you do the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th bar, and then it repeats it again back into the beginning. Okay, so that's the first page done. And so then we have the chorus, really. So after then it's basically the start of the chorus. And the start of the chorus is basically the open E string, so this one, and this 3rd fret of the B string is basically and then you put your first finger on this first fret of the E string, and you do the high E string and the low E string at the same time, like that, and then go like that. So you put your pinky finger on the 3rd fret, like that. So you can go after that. You have a thumb slap, and then you do that again. So it's like that. And then basically it's exactly the same thing on the next bar, just instead of this one, it's this. So it's and then the same thing again, but instead of this thing, it's this one. So it's but instead of doing this, I did this as my variation. I just strummed this with my thumb. But you can just go again like all the other ones, or you can just strum like a little thing like that if you want to be a little fancy. So yeah, so I'll just play the chorus, that part of the chorus again. So it's like that. I think I made a mistake, but whatever, you get the point. And then basically after that, it's exactly the same thing again. You go, but instead of doing that, I do like that. So you just add like a little thing in between, and then so basically the same thing again. So yeah, that's basically the intro and the chorus of Fake Love by BTS. So that is basically the end of the tutorial for now. I don't know. Yeah, that's basically the end of the tutorial for now. I will finish. I will have a cover of this song in 1 or 2 weeks, and I will put the full tabs in the cover so you can continue learning it. If you liked this tutorial, just tell me and I'll probably do it again. Or if it's crap, just tell me, mate, it's crap, don't do it again. And yeah, I'll end this here, and I'll probably maybe do a live stream. Like I'll start a live stream if you guys want to actually live stream with me. But yeah, that's the end of the tutorial. This tutorial will be left on my channel, so it won't be deleted, and so you guys can come back to it if you need it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little short tutorial on how to play Fake Love. This is probably a part 1. If you liked it, there'll be like a part 2 maybe, and maybe part 3 for the rest of the song. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye.